In the shadowy underworld of organised crime, there was a character known as Thomas Bomber Kavanagh, a high-ranking figure within the notorious Kinahan Cartel. Kavanagh's criminal enterprises spanned continents, weaving a complex web of illicit activities, yet even the most formidable crime lords cannot escape the long arm of the law. By 2019, Kavanagh found himself ensnared by legal troubles, leading to a series of events that would expose the cogs of his criminal network. In 2019, Kavanagh was arrested and incarcerated at HMP Dovegate, serving a 3-year sentence for possession of a stun gun. This incarceration was merely the tip of the iceberg, as he was also on remand facing serious drug trafficking charges. These charges accumulated in March 2022 when Kavanagh received a 21-year sentence for orchestrating a multi-million-pound drug smuggling operation. The operation involved the importation of substantial quantities of cocaine and cannabis into the UK. Facing the grim reality of decades behind bars, Kavanagh devised a bold strategy to mitigate his impending sentence. From within the walls of his prison cell, he orchestrated a plot to amass a cache of firearms and ammunition. The plan was audacious. By leading law enforcement to this concealed arsenal, he hoped to portray himself as a cooperative informant, therefore securing a reduced sentence. This elaborate ruse required a lot of coordination and complete loyalty of his associates on the outside. Central to Kavanagh's scheme were his trusted lieutenants, his son Jack Kavanagh, his brother-in-law Liam Byrne, and a close associate Peter Keating, communicating through the encrypted messaging platform EncroChat. This inner circle set about sourcing and securing the weapons. EncroChat, once believed to be impenetrable, provided a veil of secrecy for criminal enterprises worldwide. Unknown to its users, international law enforcement agencies had successfully infiltrated the platform, monitoring communications in real time. Operating under the names Basil Badger and T-Live, Jack Kavanagh was a key player on the logistical aspects of the plot. In one intercepted message, he conveyed the urgency of their mission. Pressure in there is another level. 23 hours a day and can't even get on the basher himself, and then waiting on his court date, and then waiting on these other yokes. Madness. Peter Keating, based in Dublin, played another key role in the transportation and concealment of the firearms. In discussions about the logistics, he spoke about the challenges posed by the global pandemic. My man is not going to drive up an empty motorway during a lockdown in the middle of a pandemic at 5 AM in the morning. He always done it his own way, your pop knows this, so he won't change his way now. It served him so well so far, no problems. These communications shed a light on the operational difficulties the group faced, balancing the need for discretion with the restrictions of a world in lockdown. After months of secret operations, the group successfully assembled an arsenal which included 7 machine guns, 3 automatic handguns, an assault rifle and substantial quantity of ammunition. This deadly weapon stash was buried in a secluded field in Newry, Northern Ireland. The location was chosen for its remoteness, minimising the risk of accidental discovery. The plan was set. Thomas Kavanagh would disclose the location to authorities, presenting it as a gesture of goodwill in hopes of leniency on his sentence. However, the well-crafted plot began to crumble when in 2020 French law enforcement agencies infiltrated EncroChat's encrypted network. This breakthrough provided the National Crime Agency with a treasure trove of intelligence, including the detailed communications between Kavanagh and his associates. By the time Thomas Kavanagh's legal team approached the NCA in May 2021 with the location of the weapon stash, authorities were already steps ahead. A coordinated operation led to the unearthing of the hidden arsenal, confirming the NCA's suspicions and solidifying the case against the conspirators. The legal proceedings were extensive. Thomas Kavanagh, already serving a significant sentence for drug-related offences, faced additional charges related to the firearms plot. In October 2024, he received an additional 6-year sentence to be served consecutively, effectively extending his incarceration. Liam Byrne, who had fled to Mallorca but was extradited back to the UK, was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Peter Keating, extradited from Dublin, received a sentence of 4 years and 8 months, which would run concurrently with his existing sentence in Ireland. Jack Kavanagh, upon his extradition from Spain, was sentenced to 3 years and 1 month. Another associate, Sean Kent, was handed a 6-year prison term. This case serves as a cold reminder of the lengths to which organised crime figures will go to evade justice. It also highlights the evolving capabilities of law enforcement agencies in penetrating sophisticated criminal communications networks. The infiltration of EncroChat not only exposed Kavanagh's elaborate scheme, but also led to numerous arrests and the dismantling of various criminal operations across Europe. For the Kinahan Cartel, the downfall of Thomas Kavanagh's marked a significant blow to their operations in the UK and Ireland. Once considered one of the most powerful enforcers for the cartel, Kavanagh's conviction and the imprisonment of his closest allies further destabilised the group's leadership structure. The Kinahan Cartel, long entrenched in international drug trafficking and violent crime, has faced increasing pressure from law enforcement agencies across Europe and beyond. With key figures like Kavanagh, Byrne and Keating now behind bars, the cartel's influence has been severely weakened. Authorities continue to target their financial network, seizing assets and disrupting their ability to launder money. The implications of these arrests extend far beyond the individuals convicted, with EncroChat's takedown exposing layers of criminal activity. Law enforcement has gained unprecedented insight into the cartel's operations, allowing them to map out connections, uncover hidden assets and pursue further prosecutions. Despite these setbacks, the Kinahan Cartel remains a formidable force in the criminal underworld. Reports suggest that leadership has shifted to figures still at large, operating from Dubai and other jurisdictions where extradition is more challenging for UK law enforcement. However, international law enforcement agencies including the NCA, Europol and the USA DEA have ramped up efforts to dismantle the cartel entirely. The downfall of Thomas Kavanagh and his associates serves as both a victory for justice and a warning to other organised crime syndicates. No matter how deeply entrenched a criminal empire may seem, the reach of modern law enforcement, technological advancements and international cooperation continues to tighten its grip. For now, Kavanagh will spend the foreseeable future behind bars, a stark contrast to the life of power and control he once commanded. His failed attempt to manipulate the justice system with hidden weapons only reinforced the inevitable truth. Sooner or later, crime catches up with those who believe they're untouchable. Anyways, that's it for this video. Shout out to you if you're still watching. Like, comment, share, all of that, and I'll see you on the next one, people.